What is up, YouTube? Bearded Latino with an opinion back here. Sorry for the conditions. I'm really working on setting up the, I guess you could call it the office studio. You saw part of the project on the last video. But we're getting there slowly but surely. Again, I mean, right now I know it's not a lot of followers, but there are 6. Hopefully we can get this message out to other people, make the family grow. Only way this is really going to happen is if you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, and hit that thumbs up and share the video. So one of the things I really want to get into today, there's going to be a lengthier one than the previous ones that I've released. So these impeachment hearings have, if you've been following them, they've been nothing but a circus. It's been one lie being uncovered after another lie after another lie. And it just looks bad for the left. I mean, at this point, they should just say, you know what? We're going to give up. Our bad. Culpa mea. All done. No more. But no. Their issue is that they're still bitter that Trump won, that Trump beat out Hillary. They're not going to stop. What they should really be doing at this point is saying, okay, you know what? Let's forget about all these impeachment hearings. And let's really focus on what the problem is here. Biden. He came out on national TV and he admitted, hey, you got 6 hours. And after 6 hours, I leave. It's off the table. And by God, they fired him. Yeah, that was great. You know, just say, you know, I'm a criminal. This is what I did. I abused my power. But no, they're just too focused on, oh, let's make up stuff to make it sound like Trump did something, which he didn't. So, where are we at now? Let's see. We're at Biden admitted to committing a crime. Trump didn't do anything. And as we all know, these witnesses were just trash. I mean, what was it? Sondland, something. The guy with the grin on his face, he thought everything was funny to him, apparently. Which, the only thing funny was the way he looked. And that his lies were falling apart on national television. That was the only part that was funny. But otherwise, the taxpayers' money being wasted, that's not funny at all. At this point, I think we should just, like, I don't know, maybe start impeachment hearings on, like, Pelosi. Or, you know what, even better. How about we do maybe bringing in all those clowns that were saying that this was an actual thing and hold them responsible, and, you know, they knew these were lies. These are lies that were against our country, are against our president. That is technically an act of treason. So let's hold them for treason. What is the problem, America? Come on. You have a bunch of traitors in the government and you're doing nothing about it. We can do something. Let's throw them in jail. Let's throw them into prison. Let them rot. I mean, come on. We got everything necessary for it. Seriously, folks. You know, and now you have Biden, who is threatening Representative Graham, because Graham has inquired about all documents related to the Ukraine and the Bidens. Well, Joey, little Joey Biden, what are you so scared about? If you did nothing wrong, you should have no worries, no concerns. But you're worried. You are very worried. As a matter of fact, you're so worried, you're scared. You're a scared little boy right now because that's what you sound like with all your little threats. Okay? So, That right there in itself should say, hey, America, you know what? Maybe it's time we start taking that step back. And let's start taking a look at everything the left has done. And let's see how real constitutional these laws that they have passed really are. Maybe it's time we start looking at all the things that they've done. And when I mean all of them, I'm talking about, I don't care if it was a period that they put down on a piece of paper. We need to look at it thoroughly. And then start saying, unconstitutional, revoked. What's this? Oh, no. That goes against policies of the United States. Garbage. And then hold every single person who has supported these documents responsible. Allegations of misconduct that have really not been misconduct. The only thing they do is bully people. Let's look at all these allegations as well. Perhaps it's time. You know, there's a reason why the left is so concerned about people owning guns. And we have to wonder, what is the real nature? Okay? Let's go back historically. Hitler had a concern about people owning guns. I mean, look what he did. Oh yeah, we're going to do it for the safety of the people. And safety of the people, it was the safety of the soldiers that it was all about, really. Because as soon as the guns were gone, came in, swooped in, took over Poland, took all the Jews out, put them in concentration camps. Hey, AOC, you know what? I wish you would see this. Okay? The word concentration camps. Does that sound anything to you? Huh? You know what a concentration camp is? No, you don't. Yeah. Pelosi, AOC. I'm not even going to give her credit to call her by her real name. It's just going to be AOC. Okay? Schumer. That's another one. All of them. You know, and the other thing is, why is it that the left is so concerned about getting term limits into Congress? You want to know why? Because they don't want to relinquish the power. Why don't we start looking at, well, how is Nancy Pelosi really making her money? How is Schumer making all this money? Seriously. Where are they getting all this money from? You know, and the other thing is, and a lot of people just seem to overlook these things. They vote for raises for themselves. Why? They're supposed to be in office to serve we the people, because we the people put them in there. But yet, here's the funny thing. They don't abide by what we the people say. Because we the people did not call for impeachment hearings. A minority of the people did. Not the majority. Why? Because the majority knew that this was all trash. What are we waiting for, people? Come on. We need, as a country, as a society, we need to get together and clean house. Because you have these politicians sitting in there, career politicians. Most of them are the ones responsible for the waste of taxpayers' dollars. With great example, these impeachment hearings. Another great example of wasting Americans' tax dollar. Gun control laws. They want to control guns. They actually don't want to control them. They want to ban them. And that's an issue. Just because they're not up in the front about it nowadays because they're more concentrated on impeachment hearings, it doesn't mean that they put that in the back burner. It just means that they're using the impeachment hearing as smoke and mirrors to hide what they're trying to do behind the cloud of smoke, behind the mirrors with the gun laws. I mean, you don't hear them screaming and yelling about the shooting that just happened recently in California. Why? Because it doesn't fit their bill. Kid didn't use an AR. He didn't use an AK-47. You know what he used? A ghost gun. The same ghost guns that they say don't exist. That's serious. And as far as I'm concerned, it's time maybe that we start cleaning the house. I don't know how much longer people are just going to sit back and do nothing. I don't know how much longer the people are going to just sit there and let these career politicians run our country into the ground. You know why there's people that are mad that Trump got into office? Because Trump was not part of the establishment. They want to go out and say that he's racist. Well, it's funny that a racist, quote unquote, got an NAACP award. It's funny how a racist was chatting it up with Jesse Jackson and they were holding each other and posing for pictures. It's funny how Al Sharpton was there with the racist. And the funny thing about that is that Al Sharpton is a racist. Look it up. He's also a mobster. Gun for hire for the mafia. Don't believe me? Look it up. Yep, nothing but a trigger man for the mafia. I'm serious, people. We need to take our country back. We need to stop letting these career politicians dictate every single thing to us. I'm tired of it. You got Pelosi coming, and Pelosi is an embarrassment. She comes out on national television, drunk, slurring her words. Come on. What do you got to do to get her out of office? Have her come out on national television with an IV, with bourbon in the IV connected to her, feeding her bourbon? Who knows what else she's doing? We don't know. Because nobody wants to look into it. But yet she goes, impeachment. And everybody, and all the leftists are going, yay, impeachment, yay, impeach. On what grounds? Because as Sondland said, and that was like the main witness for them, Trump never said quid pro quo. He said that he didn't want quid pro quo. It's funny how that worked out. It's time to shut the lies down. I'm tired of the lies. And the left, that's all they're doing. That's all they've been doing. They're happy keeping people blindfolded They keep people like sheep, like cattle. And what they're not realizing, these people are not realizing, is that if we continue to allow them to continue the path that they are on, and this is serious, they are on a path of communism. But their version of communism is very interesting, because it's like they took and made a hybrid between communist and Nazi, because they use a lot of the tactics that the Nazis used. Brown shirting. You don't believe me? Look it up. Brown shirting. Brown shirt. Yeah. Brown shirts would not allow people. Oh, there you can hear my dog barking. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's like he has a sense. He knows when I'm recording. So he's got to make himself known. But they used to have people, the Nazis used to have people that, always on the word Nazi. Okay, let's try that again. So the Nazis had people So the Nazis had people that would go and disrupt public hearings with propagandas and lies. Sound familiar? Yeah, the left doesn't want people to find out the truth. No, they don't. Why? Because if you found out the truth, you might be a little bit upset at them. Because you'll find out that they have not changed at all. And the communist part, you know, it's funny how they sit there and they go, oh yeah, Bernie Sanders is going to give you free this, free that, free that. I'm sorry. But nothing is really free. If things were really free, you wouldn't have to pay high taxes. They're talking about, oh yeah, we're going to tax the rich. Not worth it, because the rich are going to say, yeah, nope, I'm out. Peace. And then we're going to be stuck with it. Have you ever given thought as to why these impeachment hearings, people? Give you a few moments to think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Did you think about it? All right. So, these impeachment hearings, they're a farce. Yeah. You know what they're about? Trying to upend our political system. Because they figure if they can somehow miraculously impeach Trump, that they can disrupt everything and take over. And their plan is not just to take over, but to stay in power. And they're going to do everything necessary to keep the power. Yeah. So maybe it's time, people. We upend the establishment. Speak to your lawyers. See what can be done. Maybe we can bring something together. Get people more involved in this. Let's get rid of the establishment once and for all. Let's make America free again. People might say, oh, but America is free. Not if you think about it carefully. Because people seem to be, how can I put this, but they seem to be scared, terrified of our government. And there shouldn't be. Our government is there to serve us. The people should not be afraid of their government. The government should be afraid of their people. That's how it was meant to be. And right now, people are like, and I hate to say this, I really do, but they're like slaves. You got the field slave, you got the house slave. That's how people are right now. And people need to wake up from that mentality. It's sad to say it, but it's the truth. Let's get this word out. Let's get people involved in upending the establishment. Let's get people involved in reestablishing what this government was once before. Let's make this government be for the people, by the people. Let's do this. Share this video. Let's make people aware. Let's wake them up. Till next time, folks.